Now on to our first startup. When I think about innovation, it's easy to think about robots. Autonomous robots. Autonomous robots that help us do our jobs. Please welcome Waypoint Robotics.
Hey, this is Jason Walker with Waypoint Robotics, and we're trying to do for robots what Apple did for MP3 players, which is to look at the entire user experience and make it as fun and easy to use as they did when they introduced the iPod. What we find from our customers is that it's just incredibly hard to find and retain good people. A lot of their great workers are aging out of the workforce, and there's not very many new workers coming in. So manufacturing and logistics markets, especially in the on-demand high-mix economies, are just really struggling to meet demand with the workforce that they have. And the pandemic has only made that worse. On top of that, material handling is the most frequent cause of workplace injuries. And so we find a lot of customers who really want to increase the safety for their employees. We've been finding for a long time that the problem with the robots has always been the robots. There were a lot of companies that could use robots and automation, but they resisted adopting them because you always needed to either modify the environment or hire outside experts, and that was extremely expensive. And if you're a small to mid-sized enterprise and everything changes all the time, then the cost to set that up and maintain it, especially if you had to change it every week or every month, was just never going to pay itself back. And so people never moved forward with the technology. So at Waypoint, what we did is we tried to make an incredibly intuitive machine that the folks who are on the job today, the assembly line workers and the shipping and receiving clerks, these folks can take this tool and they can make it work for them. We made it move like a person moves by having it be omnidirectional. We made it see like a person sees by giving it 3D perception. And we gave it enough payload that it can really be useful. We also made the dispatcher software, which allows the users to set it up in as little as 15 minutes. And there's a big green button at every step of the way, so it's really easy to get this thing going. We get a lot of feedback that people really can get it and put it to work in the first 15 minutes. On a day-to-day basis, when folks are using it, the whistle software works exactly like an elevator, so people already get how to use it. And batteries and charging are always an extremely difficult problem to solve for anything that uses a battery. So we invented the end-zone wireless charging system so that it would be zero maintenance, highly reliable, and extremely safe. Customers also want to have the robots automatically load and unload themselves so that the robots can do more of the work on their own without distracting people from the high-value work that they're doing. So we invented several top modules, including conveyors, the Kingpin lift deck, and even this mobile manipulator platform for machine tending. But something even as simple as a shelf is something that, with an autonomous mobile robot, you want to get right. And so we solved that problem for our customers as well. The Vector starts at a 300-pound payload capacity. It can be ordered with a 600-pound payload capacity, and our Mavic robot goes up to 3,000 pounds. An example of the heavy-duty Vector working is in this e-commerce facility where they had a hard time finding and retaining people. Their packages are big and heavy, and the carts that they were manually pushing around were just getting heavier and heavier as business increased. And so while they were running 2 shifts and really struggling to find enough people to pick and pack all of these shipments, they were running 2 shifts and still weren't able to keep up. And they were still losing people all the time. And so they switched to the autonomous mobile robots and a voice picking system, and they were able to triple their picking capacity using these heavy-duty custom-designed carts, and they doubled the overall output of the company and were able to do it in just 1 shift with a 99.9% accuracy rate. So it was a tremendous outcome for them. Waypoint was founded in 2017, and we're funded privately by a New Hampshire company that has been in business for decades. We've been growing organically through reinvesting the profits we make from selling robots, and we design, build, service, and support all of those robots right here in Nashua, New Hampshire. So being a local company in the USA is another thing that our customers really appreciate. We design primarily for manufacturing and warehousing, but remote sensing and research platforms with the DoD and universities are also key markets for us. If you'd like to reach us, you can find us at waypointrobotics.com or on any of the social channels at Waypoint Robo. Thanks. Have a great day.